Hello, I'm Earl Franks, Executive Director of the National Association of Elementary School Principals, NAESP. Although I usually give the State of the Association report at the General Assembly held in conjunction with the National Leaders Conference, this year the event had to be canceled due to safety issues related to COVID-19 pandemic. Given our current situation, we are providing this annual update virtually, actually from my home, as we are respecting the stay-at-home request by our governor. I continue to be honored to serve as the NAESP Executive Director. I am very proud of the accomplishments the NAESP organization has made during this past year. I would be remiss if I did not thank the NAESP Board of Directors for setting the direction, as well as the NAESP staff who have worked extremely hard to expand and implement the many beneficial programs and services we provide. To you, our members, I want to let you know how much I sincerely appreciate your decision to spend your hard-earned dollars for NAESP membership. Know we will continue working diligently on your behalf, creating quality member services to assist you in your vitally important role as a school administrator. Now, let's get to the State of the Association report. First, NAESP's existence always begins with our mission, our purpose, to lead in the advocacy and support for elementary and middle level principals and other education leaders in their commitment to all children. To help NAESP achieve our mission, we support the continual development of our members, principals in many different stages of their careers, through benefits and awards. All of our activities are designed to help principals and learning communities achieve desired results for every child. Most importantly, I want to update you on our response to COVID-19. First of all, thanks. Obviously, this unfortunate situation provides all of us, personally and professionally, with a unique set of challenges. Please know that the NAESP organization appreciates you and your ongoing efforts to help kids. During this time of uncertainty, remember, the NAESP family is committed to supporting you and your school community. Specific to our response to COVID-19, we're working on two fronts to provide support for school leaders during this pandemic. First, we are disseminating resources and guidance from the NAESP National Coronavirus Task Force, CDC, and the Department of Education to help administrators plan for and respond to the virus. Secondly, we're working with Congress on legislation to provide critical funding to respond to the outbreak for school staffing, student meal delivery and distance learning, students with disabilities, etc. I assure you, we will continue to enhance and expand these resources in support of you, personally and professionally, during this unusual and difficult time. Our areas of support that are the core of our strategic plan include advocacy, professional learning, awards recognitions and student programs, communications, organizational to include member benefits such as legal, insurance, and affinity programs. Advocacy is an essential service area for our members and state affiliate organizations. Primarily, this is an area that NAESP is uniquely positioned to provide at the federal level. As you can see here, we continue to focus and organize our efforts on impact through communications and grassroots advocacy. Here are ways we are keeping members updated and engaged with the happenings at the federal level and specifically on Capitol Hill. Through advocacy briefings, advocacy update videos, advocate training videos and webinars, advocacy podcasts, and Twitter chats, Periscope town halls. Here you can see the gains we have made in the past 3 years with our advocacy efforts. For advocacy communications, we've increased our communication frequency by 28% as well as an increase in views. For advocacy updates, over the last 3 years, we've increased this by 3. For advocacy podcasts and downloads, we've had 235 increase in downloads per episode, which results in a 62% increase. For advocacy alerts, we've increased frequency alerts by 16% and 42% in outreach to Capitol Hill. For our tech signups, we've had 263 new signups in the past 3 years. Also, we are proud of our Advocacy Action Center, One Click Advocacy. We hope you will utilize this highly effective center. And if you haven't already signed up to receive NAESP advocacy text alerts, I encourage you to do so. It's super easy. Simply text NAESP to 52886, and that's it. You'll receive up-to-date advocacy information on your digital device. Next is professional learning. We continue to enhance and expand this area to add practical and useful offerings while updating our core programs. We provide high-quality professional learning through the following platforms: in-person convenings, virtual learnings, blended learning, and resources and materials. Our major in-person convening is our annual Pre-K-8 Principals Conference scheduled for July 12th to the 14th in Louisville, Kentucky. This year, although we understand that COVID-19 is impacting people throughout the world, and especially in our education community, we remain hopeful that our conference will go on as planned. We're working in partnership with the Kentucky International Convention Center and Louisville tourism officials to help us make that determination, guide our planning, and maintain an effective response plan. If the situation warrants a change, rest assured, we will notify all attendees and exhibitors. The health and safety of our conference attendees is our top priority. The conference is still a few months away, but at the same time, right around the corner. We are sensitive to the fact that you currently need to plan your schedule with extreme caution. That's why we've adopted a risk-free registration policy with full refunds being issued up until June 12th, a month before the conference. So, if you haven't already registered, we hope you will join us for this exciting, extraordinary event. All of our sessions are aligned with the Peasville standards with a focus on assistant, early career, and veteran principals. We're happy to offer graduate and CEU credits through Seattle Pacific University. Also, look for the popular Center for Innovative Leadership Exchange hosted by CIL fellows Hamish Brewer and Dr. Andy Jacks. We're pleased to have Baruti Cafelli, Ruby Payne, and Dan Heath as our keynote presenters. If you have not registered, please do so today. Our virtual learning platform is an area that we continue to expand and enhance. Keep in mind, all these programs are free to NAESP members, no extra costs. As you can see on this slide, we've added over 16 webinars, an overall increase of 153% since 2016 for NAESP members. Remember, these are all archived and available on demand to use when you need them. These professional learning opportunities support the continual development of school leaders in many different stages of their careers, including resources specifically for early career principals, assistant principals, and aspiring principals. Our national panel of new principals continues to be an important group that provides critical feedback. Our quarterly NPNP survey was provided to the participants in mid-January. New Principal Connection, which captured those results, was released in late February. The NAESP National Mentor Training and Certification Program, a program that has been in existence since June 2003, has been updated to align with our recently released edition of Leading Learning Communities, Pillars, Practices, and Priorities for Effective Principals. This revision ensures relevancy and practicality for this valuable program. Although we have been hampered by the COVID-19 pandemic in providing face-to-face trainings in every NAESP zone, we hope to return to this model as the situation becomes safe and feasible. To those state organizations who have hosted and or promoted this program, thanks. We continue to be excited about the growth of our Pre-K3 Leadership Academy. This program, which was created in 2015 and officially launched with our first cohort in Alabama. With a Michigan and Nebraska cohort completed, many states receiving early learning grants, and Alabama signing on for a fourth cohort, we are optimistic about the future growth of this impactful program. We're completing a highly successful inaugural cohort of the National Aspiring Principals Academy, a joint partnership between NAESP and AASA, the School Superintendents Association. This highly engaging year-long professional learning experience began in late July and has directly bolstered the effectiveness and preparation of participating, aspiring school principals across the nation. We are preparing now to formally announce the application process for the second cohort to begin in July of 2020. I'm also excited to announce that in the coming months, we will introduce and kick off the National Principal Leader Academy, NPLA. This new program is a joint initiative between NAESP, AASA, and NASSP. Our goal is to expand the principal pipeline through exploring leadership traits in non-traditional roles and networking, as well as through skill development, reflective listening, mentoring, and collaborative inquiry leading to certification. National Principal Leader and micro-credentials will also be available. Look for more information soon about this exciting and beneficial program. In other news, our revision of Leading Learning Pre-K3 Learning Communities, in collaboration with the National P3 Center, is well underway. Initial interviews have been completed, review panel was convened, and has been hard at work, scheduled to be completed and released in late summer, early fall. The NAESP Center for Innovative Leadership continues to expand. From the beginning, the center's focus and strategic design is to help principals and learning communities achieve optimal results for every child through creative and transformative leadership practices. Dr. Andy Jacks and Hamish Brewer have done a great job leading this work as fellows. Look for more exciting offerings from this highly innovative program. In the area of communications, we continue to expand and enhance our offerings in this important service area. First, in publications, we are extremely proud to continue our Leading Lesson Staff Guide, which is a brand extension of Principal Magazine in its second year of production. To highlight the great work we're doing in this publications, the Leading Lesson Staff Guide on Social Emotional Learning was a finalist in the Jesse H. Neal Awards for Instructional Content. Principal Magazine presents After School Learning earned a 2019 Silver Excel Award in the Special Reports category. Principal Magazine was awarded a 2019 Apex Award for Publication Excellence for the Safe and Healthy Schools Practical Strategies for Student Well-Being issue. And our Report to Parents Bulletin now includes a shareable graphic for school social media. In video, we have made tremendous gains. To spotlight a few of our accomplishments, we published 13 episodes of Center for Innovative Leadership video as well as podcasts, developed a special issue of Principal Magazine and Leading Lessons in coordination with the Center for Innovative Leadership, publishing May 2020. We created congratulatory National Distinguished Principal video that can be customized for each state. We continue to expand our vibrant networks via social media platforms. If you haven't followed NAESP on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn, please take the time today to join almost 81,000 others who have. Other communication projects we are proud of are Assistant Principals Learning Community. This community provides specific resources for assistant principals. And Partnership Publications, NAESP served on the advisory board for COSIN's Driving K-12 Innovation Series, report published March of 2020, 2020 Hurdles and Accelerators. We also served on the Power to the Profession Task Force for the past 3 years. Last month, the task force released the unifying framework for the early childhood education profession and the professional standards and competencies for early childhood educators. We launched the NAESP app that enables us to increase member engagement, engage younger members, promote events, add value to the NAESP experience, and make NAESP readily available. If you haven't downloaded it yet, I encourage you to do so today. It's available in the Apple app or Google Play stores. Coming soon to NAESP, look for a brand new website that should be unveiled in early August. In the area of membership, development, and state affiliates, here's some areas we have worked hard to improve. First, we brought membership processing back in-house rather than contract those services out. This allows for in-house quality assurance reviews and improved customer service. We have also added benefits with enhanced products, services, and discounts. We're collaborating with communications to promote and grow membership, identifying new touch points for both new and veteran members. We continue to work with all service areas to identify ways to recruit, support, and retain members. We continue to be excited about our partnerships with major retailers. Here you can see the 14 retailers we have partnered with to provide significant discounts to NAESP members. I hope you will take advantage of these financial savings. All these benefits can be accessed through the member benefit section on the NAESP website. Many of you still may not be aware of other valuable benefits of NAESP membership with our participation as a founding member of TIE, the Trust for Insuring Educators. These important insurance programs are available to you at reduced rates because of your NAESP membership. I especially want to remind you about the NAESP National Liability Insurance Program. This plan provides $2 million individual professional liability coverage and up to $10,000 for job protection legal counsel. Benefits start with $1,000 with an additional $1,000 for every continuous year of membership up to a maximum of $10,000. Just so you'll know the importance of this benefit for our members, the average amount spent per NAESP member claim for professional liability insurance in 2018 and 19 was $4,380. I always ask, How long would you have to be an NAESP member paying $235 in dues or $195 as an assistant principal to total $4,380? According to my math, almost 19 years as a principal and over 22 years as an assistant principal. Now that's a significant return on your investment. Let's take a look at some membership numbers. Here you can see the membership totals as of June 30th, 2019, the end of the NAESP fiscal year. The total was 17,426, slightly down from June 30th of 18, which was 17,637. Here's a look at the active, institutional active, and assistant principal totals in June at the end of the NAESP fiscal year, going back to 2013. As you can see with your help, we were slightly up last year compared to 2018. Here you can see the membership totals as of the March 4th time frame for 2019 and 2020. The 2020 total of 15,340 is slightly higher than the 2019 number of 15,292. You can also see the corresponding numbers going back to 2013. This graph shows the March 4th time frame membership numbers I just reviewed in the previous slide, going back to 2013 for all active, institutional active, and assistant principal categories. These categories represent all the active administrator type memberships. As you can see, the graph line shows a downward trajectory, although we've leveled off in the past 3 years thanks to your support and assistance. While we are happy that we have stabilized our membership numbers, we desperately need your continued help if we are going to maintain and ideally improve this trend. Before we review our membership numbers by zone, I wanted to show you this map illustrating the states and geographical lines that comprise the 9 NAESP zones. This graph shows the March 4th timeframe membership numbers representing active, institutional active, and assistant principal categories in each zone. As you can see, Zone 9 led the way with 3,173 members, followed by Zone 2, Zone 7, Zone 3, Zone 6, Zone 4, Zone 1, Zone 8, and Zone 5. A special thank you and congratulations to the states with the highest number of NAESP members representing active, institutional active, and assistant principal categories in each zone, and these numbers are as of March the 4th, 2020. Zone 1, Massachusetts, 270 members. Zone 2, Pennsylvania with 1,306. Virginia led Zone 3 with 933 members. Alabama led Zone 4 with 374. Zone 5, Illinois with 205. Zone 6, Michigan, 947 members. Minnesota led Zone 7 with 747 members. Zone 8, Missouri, 342 members. And Zone 9, Washington, 1,833 members. Here are the top 10 states in NAESP membership, again representing active, institutional active, and assistant principal categories as of March 4th, 2020. Number 10, Wisconsin with 372. Number 9, Alabama, 374. Utah was number 8, 467. Number 7, Maryland, 505. New Jersey was number 6 at 582. Number 5 was Minnesota, 747. Virginia was 4th with 933. Michigan, 3rd with 947. Second, Pennsylvania with 1306. And number 1, Washington State with 1,833. This chart shows the top 10 states by percentage of growth over prior year as of March the 4th, 2020. These states combined had an increase of 282 members, an average increase of over 19%, again, over the prior year. Here you see the top 10 states by actual growth over the prior year. These states cumulatively increased membership by 372 members. This is an average increase of almost 11%. Thanks and congratulations to these states for increasing NAESP membership. This final chart shows the top 10 states by 2020 membership numbers and how they compared in 2020 to 2019. Thanks to everyone who has assisted us in our membership and recruiting efforts. We couldn't do it without you. Although we had planned to unveil our new membership awards at the National Leaders Conference, due to cancellation of that event because of COVID-19 concerns, we hope to present these at our annual conference in July. In the areas of student programs and member awards, we continue to be excited about the progress we're making with our American Student Council Association, ASCA. This council is an outstanding opportunity for your students to learn about important leadership skills. School memberships for NAESP members are just $50 and $75 for non-members. Participation continues to grow. Another student program we sponsor in collaboration with NAESP is the National Elementary Honor Society. This society is a pipeline to the National Honor Society. If your school is not participating in these valuable programs, I hope you will consider providing these low-cost opportunities for your students. NAESP continues to be the lead organization for the President's Education Awards Program, or PEAP. This is in partnership with the U.S. Department of Education and NASSP, as well as the American Citizenship Award, offered at the same time as PEAP. This K through 12 program is given at the principal's discretion. If you're not providing these for your students, these awards, I strongly encourage you to do so. Our awards and recognitions program is stellar in every way, beginning with our flagship awards program, the National Distinguished Principals Program. This terrific program was established in 1984 to recognize elementary and middle level principals who set high standards for instruction, student achievement, character, and climate for the students, families, and staffs in their learning communities. We continue to be committed to this exemplary awards program. The NAESP National Outstanding Assistant Principal of the Year Award Program was rebranded and reinvigorated in 2018. All state winners will receive complimentary registration to our annual conference, hopefully this summer in Louisville, and recognized on stage at a general session. This is another example of how we are supporting and recognizing assistant principals. In governance, management, and services news, one critical NAESP member benefit that is often overlooked or not discussed is that of representation. It is important for you to know that the voice of the pre-K-8 principal is being heard on Capitol Hill, around here in Washington, D.C., and around the country. As you can see on the screen, you are being represented at a host of meetings and events by your NAESP staff, ensuring that you are represented. Again, the voice of pre-K-8 principals is being heard, and you have a seat at the table. The events listed here on the screen represent just a snapshot from this past month. A few governance items that I want to mention. In board-related news, the NAESP Board of Directors reviewing self-evaluation tools so they can be better prepared and do a better job of leading our organization. Our next strategic planning meeting will be held in March of 2021. Zones 5, 7, and 9 will elect new zone directors in 2020, 2021, and the board will elect an at-large director in 2020, 2021. In committee news, post-committee evaluation surveys are out, and the 2020-2021 Resolutions Committee will need committee replacements in Zones 5, 6, and 9. The 2020-2021 Membership Committee will need committee replacements in Zones 2, 6, and 8. And zone directors should provide names to NAESP no later than July 15th. Please note, members may only serve on one governing body at a time, that is NAESP state reps, governance committees, etc. In an effort to support school administrators during this difficult time of COVID-19, the NAESP Board of Directors recently approved maintaining the current dues amounts for the 2020-2021 membership year. It is important to remember that the last time NAESP had a dues increase was in 2011, 9 years ago, when they were increased by $20. And prior to 2011, there was a $20 dues increase in 2006. Another way to look at it, we've only had one dues increase of $20 in 14 years. Based on the NAESP Board of Directors decision, this will be the 10th consecutive year without a dues increase. Please know that we remain steadfast in our commitment to providing exceptional member services at the most reasonable cost. I also want to remind you about the NAESP online merchandise store. This customized online retail store offers NAESP members the opportunity to purchase NAESP embroidered logo merchandise. We hope you will take advantage of this service. Now for a look at the NAESP financials. Here you can see the NAESP operating budgets for 2017-18 and 2018-19. The 17-18 budget was based on revenues of $8 million, while the 18-19 budget was a little less at $7,839,500. You can see from these budgeted expenses there was no budget surplus planned for 17-18 and only $3,281 planned for 18-19. This slide shows the total income for budget year 17-18 and 2018-19 based on the end of the fiscal years. In 2017-18, the total income was $7,875,416 compared to $7,631,249 at the end of 2018-19. In 2017-18, total expenses were $7.6 million, resulting in a net profit of almost $270,000, while in 18-19 expenses were significantly less than budgeted due to continued cost-saving measures implemented by the NAESP board, as well as internal cuts made by the NAESP staff, totaling a little over $7 million, resulting in a net profit of a little over $620,000. In October, the accounting firm of Resnick completed an audit of the consolidated finances of NAESP and the NAESP Foundation for the 2018 and 2019 fiscal years. As noted in the highlighted section at the bottom of this page, in their opinion, the consolidated financial statements present fairly in all material respects the financial position of the National Association of Elementary School Principals and Affiliates as of June 30th, 2019 and 2018, and the changes in their net assets and their cash flows for the years then ended in accordance with accounting principles generally accepted in the United States of America. Here's a look at the consolidated statement of activities change in net assets for the year ending June 30th, 2019. In total revenue and support without donor restrictions, that amount was $7,783,622, with the total expenses being $6,994,207. The change in net assets for the 18-19 fiscal year was $789,415, with an increase from the beginning of the year going from a little over $1.9 million to the end of the year net assets at a little over $2.7 million. This slide shows consolidated statements of financial position for the year ending June 30th, 2019 and 2018. The total net assets in 2018 were $5,810,344, while in 2019 they were $6,631,862. This is an increase of $821,518. I hope this shows you how committed the NAESP board and staff are in ensuring the fiscal health of our organization. I would be remiss if I did not acknowledge two special groups who, without their leadership and commitment to NAESP and our members, these improvements in our finances and services would not be possible. First is the NAESP Board of Directors. This group of highly dedicated and passionate volunteer leaders continue to make difficult decisions to ensure long-term stability for the NAESP organization. Next is the NAESP staff. These individuals have worked extremely hard to accept additional responsibilities and cut expenses to support the overall well-being of the NAESP organization. This concludes the annual report, State of the Association presentation. Please know, we recognize and honor our past, but we are focused and excited about our future. We sincerely want you and future members to see, feel, and experience NAESP as a family, as well as sense our excitement for your work. Thanks for all you do to make NAESP a fantastic organization. Here's my contact information. Do not hesitate to let me or the NAESP staff know if you have any questions or need assistance. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching.